Vitality Blast. Chris Benjamin inspires Birmingham Bears to win over Durham. Tom Alsop stars for Sussex as holders Kent suffer third straight defeat. Rishi Patel and Colin Ackerman put on century partnership to lead Leicestershire past Yorkshire. Chris Benjamin's half-century helps Birmingham Bears beat Durham. Tim David's quickfire 50 lifts Lancashire to win over Worcestershire. Also wins for Middlesex and Somerset. Chris Benjamin's impressive half-century ignited a Birmingham Bears fightback as they clinched a 5-wicket Vitality Blast victory over Durham at Edgbaston on. Chasing the visitors 158-9, the Bears were wobbling at 36-4 before Benjamin seized control with 68 not out, from 36 balls with 6 fours and 4 sixes, in a stand of 85 and 42 balls with Adam Hose, 29. Sponsored link. Bangkok feeing $250. Financial trends. Recommended by Durham chose to bat but 158 looked below par on a good batting pitch. Only Paul Coughlin, 40 from 33 balls, and Michael Jones, 21, passed 20 while Henry Brooks took 3 to 38, Danny Briggs 2 for 23 and Craig Miles 2 for 29. Britton Cars then struck twice early on to put the Bears under pressure before Benjamin decided the game with a display of power hitting which peaked within assault of 37 from 9 successive balls as the Bears reached 162-5 from 16.5 overs. Having been reduced to 36-4 in reply, the Bears got over the line behind Benjamin's 22-ball half-century and an unbeaten 23 from skipper Carlos Brathwaite at number 7 to finish things off. Twitter. Due to your consent preferences, you're not able to view this. Privacy options. Sunday's Vitality Blast scorecards. Scorecard. Lancashire Lightning vs Worcestershire Rapids. Scorecard. Birmingham Bears vs Durham. Scorecard. Middlesex vs Glamorgan. Scorecard. Sussex Sharks vs Kent Spitfires. Scorecard. Yorkshire Vikings vs Leicestershire Foxes. Scorecard. Somerset vs Essex Eagles. Alsop stars in Sussex victory over Kent. Reigning Vitality Blast champions Kent fell to their third straight defeat as Tom Alsop's unbeaten 65 from 30 balls in his first T20 innings led Sussex to their first victory of the campaign at the county ground on Sunday. Alsop, on loan from Hampshire, hauled the Sharks up to 171-5 and the home side then ran out winners by 4 runs as the Spitfires reached 167 for 7 in. Kent's margin of defeat was only as small as it was because George Lind took 22 runs from the final over, bowled by George Garton, including a last ball 6 over long on, to end on a remarkable unbeaten 13-ball 38. Ravi Bopara picked up 2 to 23 from his 4 overs, though it was Alsop's earlier surge with the bat that proved decisive as he fired 3 sixes and 6 fours. After entering at number 5, Qais Ahmad was Kent's best bowler with 2 to 23 with his leg spin, claiming the wicket of Luke Wright for 43. Twitter. Due to your consent preferences, you're not able to view this. Privacy options. Kent's reply was dealt an immediate blow when Daniel Bell Drummond fell for a first ball duck to Delray Rollins before Zach Crawley went for 2 after clipping to wicketkeeper Mohammad Rizwan. Sam Billings and Joe Denley combined for 60 in an effort to steady the ship until the Spitfires skipper was trapped LBW by Bopara for 31. Denley followed 2 overs later when he was caught off the bowling of Bopara for 33 to leave Kent 75-4. Patel. Ackerman star as Leicestershire beat Yorkshire. Rishi Patel and Colin Ackerman's century partnership led Leicestershire to a shock 31-run Vitality Blast win over Yorkshire at Headingley. The pair put on 109 as the Foxes fought back from a tricky start to set Yorkshire 189 to win. David Malan's half-century and another impressive innings from recent England Test call-up Harry Brook gave the Vikings hope, but Leicestershire secured their first win of the competition. Leicestershire's recovery to their total of 188-7 was an impressive one after losing 3 wickets inside the power play, with Scott Steele, Hamish Rutherford and Aaron Lilly all caught in the deep. Ackerman finally went for 56 off 33 to leave his side 160-5 when he was caught by keeper Tom Kohler-Cadmore, before Patel departed on 57 from 37 after being caught by Adam Lith, both falling to the bowling of Jordan Thompson, 3-34. Lith offered early hope to Yorkshire's chase with 24 from 14, only for 2 wickets in 2 overs to set the Vikings back. England duo Malin and Joe Root shared a half-century stand to guide Yorkshire to 77 for 2 at halfway with another 1-1-2 needed, only for Naveen Ul-Haq, 4-34, and Ben Mike, 3-16, to frustrate the hosts as they fell short on 157-9. Willalawita, Cracknell shine to lift Middlesex past Glamorgan. Thillan Willalawita and Joe Cracknell took the headlines as Middlesex made it 3 wins from 3 in the Vitality Blast with a 4-wicket win over Glamorgan at. Left-arm spinner Willalawita, 23, returned career-best figures of 3-18 as the visitors were bowled out for 168 off the last ball of their innings. Toby Rowland Jones cleaned up the tail with 4-22, with Marnus Labuschagne top scoring for Glamorgan with 38. Cracknell, 22, then underlined his burgeoning reputation in this format with a blistering 47, while Max Holden contributed a rapid 41 as Middlesex, minus. Owen Morgan, who limped off injured while the hosts were in the field, chased down the target with something to spare. Prem Sisodia was the pick of the Glamorgan attack with 2 for 26, Middlesex reaching 172-6 with an over to spare. David and Gleeson power Lancashire to victory over Worcestershire. Tim David hit Lancashire's joint second fastest 50 in T20 and Richard Gleeson took a career-best 5 for 33 as they defeated Worcestershire by 12 runs to secure their first victory in this year's Vitality Blast. David made 60 off 25 balls to help the home side post 183 for the second successive match in that proved too many for the visitors, who finished on 171-8. Despite Colin Munro's defiant 53. The defeat is Worcestershire's third in this year's Blast. Twitter. Due to your consent preferences, you're not able to view this. Privacy options. Patrick Brown tried to offer some resistance as he claimed the wickets of Lancashire's top 3 Phil Salt, 29, Keaton Jennings, 16, and skipper Dane Velas, 3, but knocks from Stephen Croft, 22, and Liam Livingstone, 26, repaired to innings to lay the foundations for David's crucial half-century. After losing Ed Pollock for 12, his opening partner Brett D'Oliveira injected life into Worcestershire's response with 37 from 29 until being caught in bowled by Matt Parkinson. Jake Libby and Munro's 79-run stand was then broken when the former was bowled by Richard Gleeson, a lower-order tumble leaving his teammates half-century in. DeLange and Rossau impresses Somerset crews to win over Essex. Overseas signings Marchant DeLange and Raleigh Rossau played key roles as Somerset continued an impressive start to their Vitality Blast campaign with a thumping 6-wicket win over Essex Eagles at Taunton. In a match reduced to 18 overs per side by rain, Paceman DeLange, confined to the second 11 for the county championship season to date, included a double wicket. Maidenin taking 4-9 from 3 overs as Essex posted 139-9 after losing the toss. Josh Davey finished with 3-31, only Matt Critchley, with 60 off 38 balls, and Michael Pepper, whose 37 featured 7 fours, offering much resistance. In reply, Somerset breezed to a revised target of 144 with 3.2 overs to spare, Rossau blitzing 67 off 29 balls, well supported by 20-year-old Will Smead, who smashed 58 from 30 deliveries, including 5 sixes. It meant a second win from 2 group matches for last season's runners-up, who look set for another successful T20 season.